Where are my party members? Right, let's get off this planet. It's unnecessary bureaucracy. Where do we go to next then? Let's talk around with the crew then. Come on, guys. Come on, Johnny. Where are you? Going too slow. There we go. Might get some upgrades here and there. Get back to the ship. Can I return? Yeah, just return to Ebonhawk. Beautiful. Oh. Hello. Oh. Seems our little stowaway has gone. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, damn. Oh, I need to do the Geno Harridan, don't I? Yeah, I'll have a look at that in a bit. Okay, right, let's have a look at some upgrades, because we got some crystals, didn't we? So, what ones have we got? Increased bolt deflection. Eh. Droid, nah. Yeah, that's got... There's nothing major there. That. Boom. Okay. Let's talk to Mission, see if they've got any talk about my brother.
Hey there. What can I do for you? I was a little snappish when we last talked. I'm sorry about that. I get a little touchy when it comes to Griff. It's kind of embarrassing telling people about him.
Why?
It's complicated. Griff wasn't the most popular guy. He had his faults. But I still loved him, you know? Sometimes people don't understand. I never knew my parents. My brother always looked out for me. He's the one who brought me here to Tars. I was just a kid, only 5. But I remember the trip, if you could call it that. We were stuffed inside a packing crate in a starfreighter's cargo hold with just enough food and water to make the trip. Not exactly first class, you know?
Hey, it is what it is.
I don't know the whole story. I was pretty young, but my brother owed a lot of money. Might even have been a few arrest warrants out for him, I don't know. The only way to get off the planet was to smuggle ourselves out. I mean, I don't want to make it sound like we were criminals. Well, maybe my brother was.
I thought you were just tagged along.
This is why I don't like to talk about it. It makes Griff sound worse than he really was. My brother had his problems, but he always looked out for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Without my brother, I don't know where I'd be. He gambled and drank, and he was always borrowing money for his latest get-rich-quick scheme. But he had a good heart, you know? He taught me how to survive, showed me how to slice into a computer security system, how to get inside a locked building without the entrance codes, and how to spot a wealthy mark for a quick
All
shove-in.
important skills you should have.
Yeah, Griff did right by me. I really miss him since he left. I keep hoping he'll come back someday. He promised me he would. He fell in with a bad crowd. It's all Lena's fault. She's the one who took him from me. Just batted those long lashes at him and off he went.
Oh.
I don't want to talk about Griff and Lena. Just the thought of that space tramp makes my blood boil. Subject's closed as far as I'm concerned. If I'm gonna be any help to you, I can't be worrying about my brother running off with some intergalactic skank. So is there something else you need?
No, that's fine.
Okay, have it your way.
Interesting. Maybe we might need to run into that. So I wonder if these two have anything that we can talk about. Jahani.
Yes. What is it? I have been bothered by something of late.
Oh, what is it?
I never told you where I came from, did I? Where I grew up as a child? I suppose I was trying to deny what I was feeling. I have been wrestling with my feelings inside, trying to come to terms with it, but I find I cannot. I must have someone to blame.
Oh.
Someone to blame for the destruction of my homeworld. Someone who is responsible for the death of everyone I have ever known, except those on Dantooine. Taris. It was Taris that the Sith destroyed to try to kill you and your
blimey.
precious Bastila. Taris, my homeworld.
I didn't
If it
know.
were not for you and Bastila, the Sith would have never had reason to destroy that world. It was your fault for being there, and your fault for rescuing Bastila. Without your intervention, the Sith would have had no cause to lay waste to my childhood.
But, yeah, I was gonna say.
Just let me vent my anger. I need someone to blame. Something. Anything. I hated that world. Yet everything I learned as a child, I learned there. It is as much a part of me as the air I breathe. I have this ache inside me, where all my childhood memories lay, and I find your face there with them. If it was not for you, that world would still exist.
There's no way to prevent that.
I know. I suppose I realized that. But it is so hard to lose your entire past. You would not understand.
It'll be alright.
Yes, I suppose it will. As long as we remain focused on our task, it will. I am sorry. I will try not to distract you in the future with my trivial experiences. We should stop for now.
No worries. Blimey, I didn't realise she was raised on bloody Taris. That's a bit awkward. Yo, Koth.
Yes, what's on your mind? I already told you, he betrayed us all.
Seems a little bit more personal.
Well, there is more to it. I'm sure you don't want to hear about it.
I do.
It's just that I don't talk about it very much, okay?
That's
I told
fine.
you about my homeworld, Telos. 4 years ago, Saul led the Sith fleet there and demanded its surrender. The planet refused, and Saul proceeded to devastate its entire surface.
Damn.
Millions died. I had a wife and a son on Telos. I thought they would be safe there, but my task force arrived too late to be of much help. We didn't have enough medical supplies. The colony was burning and the dying were everywhere. I remember holding my wife and screaming for the medics, but they didn't come in time.
Oh my god.
Of course not, how could you? I had nothing left after that, really. I devoted myself to the fleet. Hunting Saul was my only purpose. I miss them. And I know killing Saul won't bring them back. And it won't make me happy again, but I have to do it. I don't expect you to understand, but I have to pay him back for what he's done. I have to. It's all I have left.
Nah, it's fine.
She had courage, and she was stubborn.
Mm.
Could never talk her out of anything when she put her mind to it. And she hated it when I signed back onto the fleet at the start of the war. I had planned on leaving soon, to join her.
Yeah, did he?
His name was Dustle, and I don't know what happened to him. The colony was a complete ruin, and we never found any trace of him. I made inquiries and followed the reports from Telos for years, but I stopped. Anyway, I hope that answers your questions. Let's continue with what we were doing.
Koth had a son. Interesting. Interesting. It's good to know. It's always good to know. Oh, is there stuff inside these? Or is this where we can store stuff? Oh, okay, cool. So you could store stuff in there. Realistically, if you had like an inventory cap.
Yeah, what do you want?
Wow.
You want to hear tales of my exploits? Of the wars I've seen and fought, the enemies I've seen die by my hand? Sure, I'll humor you.
Oh,
my
cheers,
name's
mate.
Canderous, of the Mandalorian clan Ordo. I've been fighting across the galaxy for 40 of your years. For my
Wow.
people, it is the honor and glory of battle that rules us. It's through combat that we prove our worth, gain renown, and make our fortunes. Times have changed now. The Mandalore clans have been scattered across the Outer Rim. The Republic is in decline, and the Sith Empire rises to take its place. The clans as they were aren't a threat, but the galaxy still fears us. People think we war out of spite or bloodlust. They don't understand, and fear that. We only wanted the challenge of the battle and glory from it, win or lose. And we lost. But
that
now
makes
I
sense.
have no real challenges. Crushing Davik's enemies and the pathetic gangs in the lower city of Taris could not be considered the most glorious of tasks. When I think of the battles I've fought, the thousands I've killed, the worlds I've burned, I weep for my past. We will never again speak of this.
Oh.
We've got work to do, so let's get to it.
Yes, boss. Damn, he seems very troubled.
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master. Statement. I know some elements of my functionality, Master, but not all.
Why not? Yeah.
Qualification. I suspected that it might, Master, but without memory, I had no way of knowing whether or not I knew that was true. Qualification. Not so much, Master. I spoke out of ignorance. I assumed the Athorian was responsible for my memory loss. That does not mean I am not a fully loyal droid willing to serve its master. Right, Master? Answer. There have been numerous repairs and tampering made to my system, Master. Several systems are not operating as they should be. The fact that my memory is incomplete may be due to meatbag incompetence, or something else I am unaware of. Answer.
Yeah.
Some of my motor functions can be safely repaired, Master, but anything in relation to my memory core is extremely sensitive. I have safeguards installed to protect that core that I cannot deactivate. It is not impossible that other, lesser memory functions could be restored, however. Answer. You may attempt to restore portions of my deleted memory, Master, but some skill at repair is required. Deeper functions of my core memory, however, would still be unadvisable to tamper with.
Okay.
Conjecture. It is possible that some external stimulus might result in the memory core being reactivated, but I am unaware of any program existence to do so. Answer. Simply tell me that you wish to make the attempt, Master, and I will attempt to walk you through it. Please do be careful.
Ooh. Yes, come on, let's try.
Affirmative. If you believe your skills are up to the task, Master, then I can certainly guide you through the process. Request. I only ask that you be oh so very careful, Master. I am too valuable and well crafted to perish at the hands of ineptitude.
Let's get started.
Statement. As you wish, Master. The first stage is the simple one, and that is accessing my central control cluster. This may take a while. First, you will need to open 3 panels. What are you doing? Remove the arc wrench! Remove the arc wrench! Medic! Supplication. Perhaps it would be best if you desisted your efforts for the moment, Master.
Oh, damn, so my repair skills are too low. Okay.
As you desire, Master. I cannot help but claim a small amount of relief. Signing off.
Okay, so with him I need to get some repair skills. Okay. So shall we? I want to head back to Dantooine. Oh, hang on. Wait, I swear the crew can make things for me. Okay, so he can make grenades. He can make a spike. Give me some spikes. Okay, so that's like a one-off thing. Actually, let's speak to Jolie as well.
Got something on your mind, do you? What?
Yeah.
You think because I'm a hermit, I've always been a hermit? Just because I haven't seen Sunray for 20 years doesn't mean he's not a friend.
Well, that was what I was
I've
implying.
changed a lot in that span of time, though. But to become a murderer, I can't see it. That's not the Sunray I know. He was a good man. Put me up in his home for a year back after I left the Order. War hero, too. Or so I hear. I wouldn't mind helping the fellow if we can.
No, we will, we will.
Or you can be a young monkey lizard and ignore me, I guess. Well, I don't expect much these days. Got something on your mind, do you? Well, I suppose I could whip up something, a few herbs and such. do know that the best alternative is not to get hurt, right? Well, not to say that you go leaping into the path of blaster fire or anything, but I know how you young people get. Here, take it.
Okay, perfect. Right.
Got something on your mind, dude?
Why did you decide to come with
Got
me?
yourself a fast little ship? I'd forgotten what engine sounded like. The closest thing to that on Kashyyyk is an uller in mating season. Ugh, frightful.
Yikes.
Or it could be for the free food. What's the gunk that comes out of a synthesizer on this bucket anyway? Do you never clean the darn thing? I'm old, damn it. I'm allowed to be enigmatic when I want to be. And don't you go telling me otherwise. You know, you remind me of someone else I knew ages ago. Pleasant enough fellow, great destiny, all of that. Breath like a bantha. Oh, very funny. Is it my fault that some people are so easily annoyed? Like impatient little children with blasters. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, Andor Vix was his name. The force swirled around him like a hurricane. That's how great his destiny was.
Never heard of him.
Oh, you wouldn't have. Sometimes swirling force is just swirling force. It gets us old Jedis excited at our age, so we go, ooh, destiny. Well, it turned out that poor Andor believed a wee bit too much in the infallibility of that destiny. That overconfidence turned out to be his downfall.
Okay.
I don't know. Are you overconfident? I hadn't noticed. Even if I had, I would never comment on it. We're talking about Andor, remember? Let's see. Oh yes, Andor's downfall. I was pretty young myself when it happened. At the time, I thought that Andor's destiny couldn't be more boring.
What?
Well, let's just say that I was a strapping young lad with a full head of hair, and Coruscant was a small town with a well. I was just about to abandon Andor to whatever the Force intended for him when his ship was overtaken by a Dimian warship. Now, you've probably never heard of the Dimians.
No, I
But at
haven't.
the time, they were a nasty lot led by a nastier overlord named Krat. Tall fellow, big teeth. Krat has us hauled onto the bridge of his ship for questioning, and that's when I knew that Andor's destiny was at hand.
Interesting.
Of course he did. Haven't you been listening? It was not in the way you'd probably expect, though. Well, Andor decides that his destiny makes him invulnerable and starts making all sorts of demands. Free me now. I'm not answering questions. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you know who I am? Yeah. Krat decides he's had enough and begins crushing Andor's neck. I told the boy he should have kept his mouth shut. I think he agreed, too. Those could have just been gurgling noises. No. Anyway, finally, Krat has enough of Andor and tosses him aside into this giant energy intake shaft. Andor gets sucked in and starts bouncing around, screaming. Maybe Andor hit something sensitive on the way down, or just didn't agree with the reactor core. Next thing I know, all the ship's alarms are ringing. Everyone panics, and I run, barely making it to the ship in time before the explosion. Krat dies horribly, and the Dimians never quite recovered. Changed the political course of the entire sector for centuries to come. I'd call that quite a destiny, wouldn't you? Well, now that's the ingratitude of youth for you. I relate an exciting tale, and do I get thanked for it? No. No, it's all me, me, me. Anyway, go on. My throat is dry and you're making me cranky. Shoo!
Fair enough. Interesting tales from the old man. I wonder if Basta's got anything more to say. I think with them we would have spoken to everyone. Actually, I might give Zolbar a convo, because he might have something extra.
How can I help? Am I so transparent? I suppose I shouldn't be surprised, considering our bond. Yes, there is something I would like to ask, if you'll permit it. In our time together, I've been watching you. You are a true servant of the light.
I am indeed.
You follow the tenets of the Jedi Order despite the lure of the dark side. And with so little training, for me it has always been a constant battle. Don't you find it difficult at all? You make it seem so easy. Or is that only an illusion?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And that's enough for you. If only it were as easy for me. If only the right path was always clear. I've always struggled for control over my passions. I've always been too quick to anger, too quick to get involved. My instructors constantly berated me for it. I've often dreamed that I might be able to confront Darth Malak myself.
Yeah, but you don't want to do that.
I can use all this power I have to kill him and stop all the death and destruction. I just think about all the evil that the Sith have caused, and I get so furious. Yet we are told that these feelings are the path to the dark side.
Yeah.
Yes.
You do have to trust in it.
Right. I have to remember my training. The Masters know well the corrupting influence of the dark side. Although it is hard for me to imagine. The very thought that I could become as evil as Malak, I just can't fathom it. It just doesn't seem possible. I mean, how No. Wait, I'm sorry. I shouldn't even be asking you this. The Jedi teachings are clear. Who am I to question them? And even worse, who am I to try and make you question them?
What?
These are dangerous thoughts. The indulgence of a vain mind. Please, forget I
Oh, she's starting to question herself.
Let's just return to our mission.
Interesting, interesting. Right, Zalbar, what else have you got? Why have I still got this on? Okay. Oh. Oh yeah, I'd like to know a little bit more about you. Why did you request? Yeah, indeed. You could be the leader of the planet. Bad for leaving this time. Indeed, you will be welcome back. Okay, so he doesn't really have anything of note. So let's head back to Dantooine. Where are we? Dantooine. Beautiful planet. I do love Manon. Beautiful. Engage hyperspace. Zoom. Oh.
What happened? What's going on?
Panic.
Interdictor ship. They must have been waiting for us on the hyperspace route. We're caught in their tractor beam.
Uh-oh.
Do you recognize the ship?
It's the Leviathan. Saul Carrots.
Oh no. Crap, we are in trouble. Oh hell. This could be a problem. Okay, what do we do?
Admiral Kareth taught me everything I know about being a soldier. He was a legend in the Republic fleet, and a hero to me until he betrayed us. When the Sith attacked my homeworld, the Leviathan, Saul Carrots' flagship, was at the head of the fleet. My family was destroyed that day, and my wife died in the Sith bombardment.
Okay. Don't let your revenge cloud your
I'm
journey.
not gonna do anything stupid, and I won't throw our lives away in some mad quest for vengeance, but if I get a chance to kill someone
Don't worry.
or escape, nobody better get in my way.
Talk of an escape is somewhat premature, don't you think? We don't even have a plan to get out of this mess yet.
But I'll admit, it won't be easy. Saul's no fool, and he won't underestimate us either. You can count on plenty of guards watching every move we make.
Maybe Admiral Kareth doesn't know how many of us there are on board.
Yeah.
We all have special talents.
Who can we take advantage of?
So that one of us could stage a rescue. We just have to figure out who has the best chance to avoid capture so they can come and rescue us later. It's a long shot, but it's our only hope.
Okay, what, like what? One of the others
Look,
to
if
save
we're
us.
gonna pick someone to save our skins, we better do it quick. In another minute, we're gonna have Sith troops marching up our loading ramp.
Okay, what have we got? Maybe to affect the mind. Canderous, is there any way you can exploit your healing ability?
You could give me a shot to delay my healing mods from kicking in. A small incendiary grenade will leave burn marks that look like I was injured while making repairs to the ship. Make my wounds bad enough, and the Sith will drag me off to the morgue or the medical facility to die. When my healing mods kick in, I'll come back and save the rest of you.
Yeah, just goofy.
I'm the best chance we've got. And
That's not a bad
everyone
shout,
knows
actually.
it. But you're the boss, so I'll bow to your authority. I still think it's best, unless you've come up with another plan.
What about... Who else have we got? Oh, a droid.
Statement. My construction includes a reserve memory chip and backup power supply that automatically kicks in if I have been shut down too long. Deactivate my main circuits and wipe my memory chip. The Sith will take me to the junk heap, and I can come rescue
That's
the rest
not a
of
bad
you
shout.
after I reactivate.
Okay.
Answer. That is possible. My reserve power supply is a prototype yet to be tested, yet I can attempt this task, if you wish.
Okay. Okay.
Hold on, they're dragging
Let's
us
go.
into the docking
Go on,
bridge.
HK. I believe in your abilities.
Bastila, Karth, and the crew have been taken prisoner as you ordered, Commander.
Excellent. Have you searched the ship thoroughly? Admiral Kareth warned me to be on alert for any kind of treachery.
We found a disabled hunter-killer droid in the back of the ship.
Excellent. We can reprogram this droid to fight in our own army. Wipe its memory chip
Good.
and take it to the salvage shop. The technicians will deal with it later.
Hello there.
Karth, it has been far too long since we last spoke. I see the recent months have not been kind in your case. I barely recognized you.
But I recognize you, Saul. I see your face every night, even as I promised myself I will kill you for what you did to my homeworld.
Did you learn nothing in your time under me? As a soldier, you should understand that casualties were unavoidable. This was an act of war.
It was a cowardly act of betrayal. Your fleet bombed a civilian target into oblivion without warning or provocation, and the blood of those innocent people is on your hands.
In war, even the innocent must die. The Sith would not accept me until I proved I had truly turned my back on the Republic by bombing the planet.
My wife died in that attack, Saul. And for that, I swear I'll kill you.
You used to be a man of action, not of empty words. Cling to your lust for revenge if you must, but spare me your tired threats. I've heard them all before. You're an insignificant part of these events anyway. Lord Malak is far more interested in your Jedi companions.
Oh, great.
He has great plans for them.
We will never serve Malak or the dark side. The Sith will be destroyed, Admiral Kareth, as will you if you don't turn away from this path.
Your words are brave, Bastila, but the lure of the dark side is hard to resist. Or so I've been told. I wonder if your companion is as devoted to the light as you are.
You're wasting your time. For the right offer.
I'm certain Malak will find your loyalty to the Jedi amusing. The Dark Lord would probably reward me if I just killed you once and for all, but he may want to question you given the trouble you've caused him, and the history between you.
History? What are you talking about?
Oh, this can't be true, can it? You really don't know what's going on here, do you? Well, I won't be the one to deprive Malak of the pleasure of telling you himself. The Dark Lord will no doubt torture you for information and for his own
Good thing I like
pleasure.
pain.
Eventually, you will tell him everything. The Sith can be very persuasive. However, Lord Malak is in another sector. It may be some time before he arrives, so I suppose I will have to fill in for him until then. Activate the torture fields.
Oh, God. Cruel bastard.
I don't want them to pass out before I question them. Malak will appreciate any information I can give him when he arrives.
Don't waste your breath, Saul. We won't answer any of your questions.
I'm sure you won't. However, we both know your friend's loyalties have proven in the past to be somewhat flexible.
What does that mean?
It is time to put your loyalty
Yeah.
to the test. I doubt torturing you will gain me your true cooperation. Your will is too strong to be broken that way. However, even the strongest of heroes has trouble watching those they care about suffer.
Oh, don't do
The
that.
interrogation will begin now. Each time you refuse to answer or give me a false answer, Bastila will suffer.
I don't really like her anyway. No.
My pain is meaningless. Tell him nothing.
I won't.
I'm tired of these games. Now I want answers. On what planet is the Jedi Academy at which you were trained?
Huh. Older. That's beautiful.
Alderaan is nothing but a planet of artisans and philosophers. There is no training academy there. You must think this
Ironic.
is a game. Very well. This is the price of your resistance. Enough. You see what happens when you try to defy me. This first question was a test. Obviously, Malak knew the academy was on Dantooine, and it has since been destroyed by our fleet. Dantooine is an empty graveyard.
No, it hasn't. Surely.
Nothing is there but a smoking ruin and the charred remains of your former masters. It doesn't matter whether you believe me or not. The fact remains that the Jedi on Dantooine have been eradicated, along with any hope of someone coming to rescue you. Now, tell me your mission. How were the Jedi planning on using you to stop Lord Malak and our Sith Armada?
Bring it on.
Perhaps you need a reminder.
You can keep doing that, mate, but...
refusing to cooperate.
No. No! Fane!
It just sounds more funny than a thing.
You can spare her further pain by simply answering my questions.
Oh, I'm not doing it.
I will ask again. On what mission did the Jedi Council send you?
Yeah, a sick man.
Perhaps another lesson is in order.
No! No! I beg you, no! Mercy! No!
I am surprised she did not pass out sooner. Rarely have I seen
Yeah, I'll
someone
bring it on,
withstand
big boy.
such punishment and remain conscious. I see I am wasting my time here.
Yeah, you are.
When Malak arrives, you will learn my interrogation techniques are considered merciful among the Sith. I will leave you here in your cell with a small taste of the horrors you will suffer when Lord Malak arrives.
She's passed out, stood up. Jealous.
Don't try to move too quickly. You might not be fully recovered yet. Admiral Karath had his guards continue to torture you even after you passed out.
They tortured all of us, though you got the worst of it by far. Saul wanted them to make us suffer. He's become some sort of sadistic monster.
The dark side has perverted him, Karth. Once you start down the tainted path, it leads you ever further into the depths of evil. I fear he is forever lost.
Okay.
Yes. I suppose you're correct. Sometimes it's easy to lose sight of that hope in the face of such unbridled cruelty. But you speak the truth. I suppose I'm taking the news of Dantooine's destruction quite hard.
Oh,
Just
damn it.
Paris, now the Academy. Is there no end to the killing? I'd
Yeah.
like to believe that Saul was lying to us. But even as he said the words, I knew they were true. The Academy is gone. We should have felt a disturbance in the Force when the attack
Yeah,
came.
you would have thought.
The fact that we did not is a bad sign. I fear the dark side is growing stronger, casting shadows our vision cannot pierce. I can only hope that some of the Jedi escaped. Rook, Endar, Zar. I cannot imagine all of them being gone.
No, exactly.
In any case, we've lost our one place of refuge in the galaxy.
None of this will matter if we don't get out of this prison before Saul gets back.
Okay.
Saul mentioned that Lord Malak was on his way. I think the Admiral left to prepare for his arrival and to report the results of our interrogation.
It is fortunate you were able to resist the Admiral's questioning. The fate of the galaxy could be changed by revealing the slightest piece of vital information. I have to confess something. There was a moment, just a moment, when part of me was hoping you would tell him what he wanted to know, just to make the horrible pain stop.
Well, that wouldn't happen, would it?
I know you would never do anything to intentionally cause me pain, but you did the right thing. I don't honestly know if I could have been as strong in your position. To watch you suffer like that, it might have been too much for me to bear. Did you feel that? A disturbance in the Force.
Oh.
The Admiral has sent his message. The Dark Lord knows we're here now. Malak is coming.
Well, then we better hope HK-47 busts us out of here before he arrives.
Oh, I know he will. My droid is too good. You meat bag. Oh, still got a weapon on him. Perfect. Reactivated. Let's go.